What's going on, guys? This is the follow-up video. I've been getting a lot of comments, a lot of likes. So this is the follow-up video on my scope. Okay. Everyone said, like how to go afterwards. Well, the scope itself went good afterwards. I was in the clear. They didn't find anything. The main thing is they just wanted to check for bladder cancer because I smoked and I vaped, and I was peeing blood. That was the main thing. Well, now we're gonna fast forward 4 months. Okay, December 12th, I got in a work accident, and I ended up breaking my neck at work. Unreal, crazy, right? Fucking nuts. So, which led to me going to the hospital and getting x-rays done and 2 CT scans with the dye. But they found, I didn't know at the time, okay? So it's gonna get in detail here, guys. It's gonna get a little bit long. When I was in pain on the stretcher, neck brace on, they did a CT scan. The lady said, hey, do you know about this mass on the right side of your kidney? And I said, yes, I know about it. And she's like, well, it's quite large, and you need to go talk to your urologist again. And I said, okay. She's like, it has grown because they have access to look at the first CT scan from before that they found the mass and everything. I mean, okay, I didn't think anything of it because, I had a broken neck and I was in pain. So my healing goes on. I'm about 4 months in at this time, still healing off work. And I had some pain in my right testicle. And I was like, well, this is weird. It was later on in the evening when I felt it, like really flared up and just so sore. So I'm like, oh, wonderful. Next morning, it was still painful. So I went to the doctors, and the doctors said that it could potentially be a twisted nut. No, I didn't even know that was a thing. No idea. I was like, holy shit, right? He's like, it's urgent that you go to the hospital and get it checked because there's like a time frame on it. You could actually lose your testicle if it's twisted and the blood circulation stops, whatever, yada, yada. So, okay, you bet, man. Thanks a lot. Went to the hospital. They did an ultrasound. Turns out it was good. There was nothing bad on my testicle. It wasn't twisted. But then the doctor, was a younger doctor there. He pulls me aside. He's like, man, he's like, I'm just looking through your file. And he's like, you've been through a lot. And I said, yeah. I said, I have. And he said, well, he's like, obviously you know about that mass on the right side. And I said, yeah. And he's like, well, it's massive. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I heard it was big. He's like, it's massive. I'm like, okay. And he's like, you need to go see your urologist. Like, you need to contact him right away. He's like, in fact, he's like, I know your urologist, and I'm going to send him an email as soon as you leave. And I'm like, okay. And sure enough, like, he knew what was going on. But sure enough, I got a phone call pretty soon. And then, yeah, buddy, the doctor, he called me. It was a different urologist this time. It was still a specialist, and different guy, though. And he basically just said, hey, like, you have cyst cancer in your right kidney. I was like, holy shit. It took a while to process that, right? And yeah, and then it was a lot. And then I got cleared to go back to work just shortly after that phone call. And so I went for 3 weeks back to work on the modified work duties or whatever. And yeah, and then I had to shut her down for 3 weeks. They called me in for surgery, and they yanked it out. So that's kind of like the follow-up. It was weird, right? They knew the mass was there. I was in the clear. Had the specialist say I was in the clear. Had my family doctor say I was in clear. Obviously, he was reading reports from the specialist. and I was a happy camper. But this kind of just, I'm not trying to scare anybody, but the matter of fact is I got the scope because I was peeing blood. They wanted to see if I had bladder cancer. Bladder was good. So they pinned it down to a couple stones that were in my kidneys, which were causing the blood. Well, truth be told, the blood was because of the mass in my kidney, the cancer, and it was, he said something like pressure was all the pressure, the size. So just so you guys have an understanding of the mass, it was like 8.2 centimeters by 8.4. So that's like, I don't know if that's bigger than your fucking kidney or like the same size of your kidney. It's fucking big. But not the whole thing was cancerous. It was just like, I forget the details. It was like 2.4 centimeters was cancer. But it was inside the kidney, so they had to take the whole sucker out. And I'm almost 1 month in from the surgery. I'm feeling really good. I'm moving lots now. But yeah, so the follow-up again. So even though I was in the clear and I did my due diligence of doing everything and the specialists did their due diligence, 4 months changed it into cancer. And if I didn't break my neck, well, they probably wouldn't have caught that. And I'd still be having issues right now, and cancer would just be growing and growing and growing. So yeah, guys, like it's super important. Even like a little scope. My video, it might throw some people off, but honestly, my video was long, but the procedure itself, it's for the scope, it's super quick, guys. It's just, I call it painful because it's weird pain. Like it's just a undescribable kind of pain. It's different, right? That's why I kind of said it's like a roller coaster, like the butterflies, but with a sharpness. Not sharp as like a stabbing, but it's very weird, right? Scale 4 to 5, okay? Nothing serious. I'm sure everyone's experienced more pain than that, for sure, 100%. So don't stress. But yeah, guys, just, do your part. And even when you're in the clear, sometimes you're not in the clear. So it's just super important to keep going back. And like every year, just do your checkup, right? And I know personally, every year I'm, well, yeah, like I'm definitely going. And yeah, guys, anyways, cheers. There's your update.